the best there is at what I do. What I do best isn't very nice. Welcome! It has begun!
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cracka Season 3, Episode 10. That's 2 hands. Woohoo! I can count. Really stacking up the episodes. Before I get into anything, I want to thank 3 new subscribers to me. Spiro.geek. Hope I said it right. I think I said it right. Spiro.geek. Thanks for subscribing. Comic Book Fan Draws. Thanks for subscribing. And Craig Malarkey. Blanky? Thanks for subscribing. Whoops. It's late. I got a new segment which I'm going to put into effect, which we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to show that to you now because it's somewhat important, and then it's going to bring me into some other things, some other topics, and yeah, let's get into it. Let's show you my new segment. This just in, a fat man has been reported stuck in a chimney after a homeowner called the police stating, "I thought I saw 2 squirrels going at it inside my chimney and I was afraid for my life." When police arrived on the scene, they found the fat man dressed in red inside the chimney and asked him, "What are you doing here?" Which he replied, "What day is it?" The police said it's March 22nd, and the only answer from the fat man was, "Shit, I'm early." Also in the news, Harvey Dent's Two-Face Sushi has been found to be not guilty in the food poisoning scare, and everyone knows their slogan, Harvey Dent's Two-Face Sushi, we're second to none. Moving on. Yeah, I'm strange like that, but that's the news. A couple of things I'm going to go over, but before I do go over the stuff, I'm going to show some reviews and some comics. Got a chance to read. About time. I know, I'm late. What the hell? And then I'm going to go over some stuff that I believe is important in a way, and we'll discuss it later. Thunderbolts number 6. This is the last Thunderbolts I was going to buy. I was looking at number 7, and I still want to see this pick up, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to buy another one, which I'm kind of on the fence still because this one kind of blew, just like the other ones. The art sucks. You know, it just... Deadpool's all pissed off at the Punisher, and you know, it's just a whole big thing, and it's just really still going nowhere. And I don't know, I kind of like the cover of number 7, so that's the only reason I was going to buy it. And I'm like, I don't know, so I'm still on the fence. We'll have to wait and see. But it wasn't that great. Moving on to Uncanny X-Men number 3. which is pretty cool. The Avengers had shown up in number 2, and Magneto's the one who tipped them off where Cyclops was going to be. And they basically give him ultimatum, like, you're coming with us or we're going to put you down, kind of thing. And one of the New Mutants stops them in their tracks. And, it's drama in the mutant world. And Cyclops is, he believes he's this huge messiah, he's coming to save the mutant race. And Magneto actually tells him that he's the one who tipped them off, the Avengers, and said, hey, you know what, they sent Sentinels after us before, that's how it starts, now they're sending the Avengers. And he's like, and I tipped them off because I want them to trust me. So it's kind of like you believe him in a way that he's telling the truth, that he, did it just to gain their trust. But then you're kind of like, maybe he didn't, because he's the kind of person that would be pissed off at Cyclops for losing his powers. So, but it was an interesting book. The next one looks pretty cool because Cyclops shows up at Xavier's school and basically calling all the X-Men out, I guess. Batgirl number 18. Very cool cover. Wasn't a bad issue. She's still fighting her brother. It's basically the sum of it, and finds out that Damien's dead, and kind of takes the back burner of things. But her brother's a real psycho. And moving on, this book I really enjoyed, even though it had really no words to it. It's Batman and Robin number 18. It was really, really cool. Like I said, it had like no words to it. It was almost like the Enough Said books. But I'm going to show you something that was kind of cool. Like, basically what it is Batman's going through the paces. When you lose somebody, you kind of still see them, even though they're not really there. And, like, everything he does, I'll show you, like he's swinging along, and in the window, he sees himself with Robin, and then he looks again, and he sees that there's no one there. He's alone, and he gets all pissed off. And then, he's remembering, where is it, Robin in the Batmobile, as he's, can't really see it too well, but he's kind of perched on this lamppost, and then he notices that Robin isn't there, and he kind of just snaps and drives over the lamppost. And then, of course, this is just an awesome looking like splash kind of page to it, where it's all dark, you just see the eyes, and he's taking down all the crooks. And one of the coolest things is you see the bat signal go up, and Jim Gordon obviously didn't do it, and shows up the bat signal, and just all these crooks just all over the place that he's wrapped up. And Batman kind of goes back, and he finds a letter that Damian Wayne had wrote to him that he never gave to him. And after reading it, like I said, he just snaps. Just flips out, destroys everything, starts throwing things everywhere, and then, of course, at the end, winds up holding Robin's costume. There's no words in here. There's only, there's the letter that has the words, and then there's, something from Clark Kent, it looks like. It was, a little letter. And, but other than that, there was nothing in it, just images. And it was a powerful book. Like, you really look at it, you're just you feel Batman's, pain. You're like, oh, man. But really, really cool. I recommend this one. Definitely, it was really cool. Like I said, there was no words to it, but it was cool. It was great. And Injustice, Gods Among Us number 2. Spoiler alert is probably what I should have brought before. Whoops. But there's a major spoiler on this thing. Basically, if you don't want to hear this, you might want to move ahead. Is the Joker winds up killing Superman's wife, Lois Lane, and their unborn child. Not only does he do that, but he on the last issue, he nukes Metropolis. Flat out nukes him. And Superman's in, the rubble of Metropolis holding Lois Lane and his unborn kid. And Wonder Woman comes up and she's like, is there anything I can, do? And he turns around and he hands over Lois Lane. He's like, can you keep them safe while I'm gone? And she's like, what are you going to do? He's like, and he just takes off, and he just has one thing in his mind, Joker. And you see Batman with the Joker in this issue, interrogating him, and they did in the Dark Knight movie. And Joker, he says, why'd you make it with him? He's like, it's always been about you and me. And the Joker's like, well, this morning I beat a puppy to death with a kitten, and I got bored, and I got tired of losing to you, so I decided to up the ante and go after him. And then they switch to Superman flying. Green Lantern tries to stop him, to try to make him realize what he's doing, and he puts him in this giant green bubble and Superman just kind of expands and destroys the bubble, and he's like, "You really think you could stop me with that? You know, the most powerful weapon?" And he takes the ring off of Green Lantern as he falls and gives it back to him. He's like, "Stay out of my way." And the sick part is, this book is basically like DC's version of Civil War, like where Superman is basically Iron Man, and Batman's like Captain America, and it's also like the Justice Lords cartoon that they had, but well, the Justice League animated series where they had the Justice Lords, where it's a parallel universe where the Justice League took over because they didn't want people dying and stuff like that. But the crazy part, well, not crazy, is Joker keeps telling Batman that Superman's gonna snap, and Batman's like, yeah, he'll grieve, but he won't go the way you think he's gonna go. And Superman shows up and punches through his chest. End of Joker. It was crazy. And then there was another thing in here with Harley Quinn and Green Arrow, which was pretty cool, but not gonna get entirely into it. Very cool book. I can't wait for the damn game. I'm counting the days. Got the midnight opening for it, so that'll be awesome. Alright. I've had some fun. And now I'm going to talk about some serious stuff. Which, who knows if this is how this is going to go, I guess. So we're going to just claw in there and see how it goes. Been watching a lot of videos. Obviously, I love this community. I love being a part of it. I've had my YouTube account since 2010, but I never really felt like I belonged until I became a part of this community. Didn't really put up many videos in 2010, and then kind of towards the end of 2010 I started uploading stuff, which really didn't get any views. You know, it's hard, you know, it really is hard to break into things. And this community, I forget who discovered me, but like I said, welcomed me with open arms. You know, everyone's just very, very cool in here, and they're like, you know, come on in, we like your stuff. And that's when the first time I felt like, you know, I belonged. I'm like, wow, people like my stuff. They like what I'm doing. They like what I collect. They like talking to me. They like hearing about my answers to things and stuff like that. And it was cool. It was a great feeling to be part of this. But unfortunately, the way things, nothing's always cut and dry, and nothing is ever happy land, I guess. And a lot of people know the whole thing that's been going on. And I figured I'd throw in my 2 cents, of course, how I roll. I'm not sure if I have enough respect in the community to get a voice in here. So I don't know how this is going to really play out. I hope I do. I hope I have enough respect from everybody out there to throw my opinion out there. And like I said, we'll see how this goes. Names will not be given because it's just not worth it, I guess, in a way. But like I said, I've been watching videos. I know exactly what's been going on with everything, from one person to the other, and of course, you know, how everything comes around full circle in a roundabout sort of way. And certain things were done to certain people, which I agree with, and it's crazy. Like, this person, like I said, most people already know who I'm talking about. His account was deleted, you know, whole thing. He was subscribed to me. I was subscribed to him. I did get the same things that other people got from him, where it was, you know, oh, can I have that comic? Can I have this? Can I have that? You know, you don't need it. You know, which got annoying. But after a while, when I kind of ignored it, it went away. I wasn't bothered about comics anymore. Like, oh, you don't want this, I'll take it, you know, kind of thing. Now, with me, I'm gonna straight out say it. I'm still a newbie, as the kids call it, or me, or whatever it is. And you know, I didn't even know what the hell a troll was. To me, a a troll. Well, before I was before I was a kid, duh. Um, trolls I used to think look like this. Yeah, that's what I used to think trolls look like. But then when I was a little kid, trolls actually started to look like this. And now, in the age of cyber justice, or whatever it is you want to call it, the internet, trolls now look like this. And that is the present day troll. Well, part of it anyway. To me, trolls I always feel belong under a bridge and should remain there. But that's just me. But anyway, like I said, I hope I have enough respect to throw in my opinion from the community in here, and people don't take it too much the wrong way. But somebody in the community has taken it upon himself. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about, to be a troll buster, and God bless him. You know, he didn't just do it to help somebody, just one person out, which was kind of like the start of it, I guess. But he did it out of respect for everybody in the community, which is really cool. You know, like I said, that's what's really cool about this community is everyone is tight knit in a way. You know, everyone there's little fractions of groups here and there inside the community, but when one thing happens or something major happens, everybody comes into it, and they defend what they have to defend, and there's nothing wrong with that. For me personally, like I said, what happened with this person, it has a ripple effect through the entire community, whether anybody likes it or not. It's just the way it's going to go. Everyone's going to throw in their opinion, which is fine because that's kind of the point, discussion, stuff like that. One thing in the video, the videos I've been watching is that people were saying you have to be held responsible for your actions, which is 100% true. I don't care, who you are. You could be 100 years old. You could be, even if you're 8 years old, you're still going to be held accountable for stuff. When you're a kid, you definitely do stupid shit. It's just part of being a kid. But you have to realize what you do has consequences. Like me when I was a kid, yeah, sure, I made my share of prank calls, but mostly it was 1-800 mattress. It was never something, obviously illegal, but you don't call like 911 or you don't call like AA or something like that. Really messed up things. Shouldn't really prank call at all, so I should probably put that in there. Yeah, no prank calls, but you get the gist of it, I guess. I know people be like, you're not really involved in this. You don't know what you're talking about. I am involved. If I'm in the community, I'm involved. It's the way it is. People have accepted me. You guys brought me in, like I said, open arms. Said, hey, you know what? You're cool. We like you. Stick around. There's no need for the whip yet. So I have my say. Like I said, I hope I have enough respect in the community to throw in my 2 cents there. And as for not knowing what I'm talking about, I have my own trolls. I have plenty of my own trolls, and I might do things differently. I don't really, because as of right now, the main troll I have, which is interesting, usually sends me PM messages about how much I suck and how much my channel blows, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know shit. I haven't done anything about my life. Just messed up things. But to me, I look at it as I just laugh. I kind of laugh it off a little bit because it's like you have nothing better to do than badmouth my channel. And why do you keep watching it? Like, what's the point? And usually this douchebag, man or woman, don't know, don't care, sends the stuff, doesn't have his own channel or her own channel or whatever, its own channel, and sends these things, anonymously, I guess. So you can't kind of get back at it. I'm gonna call it a nit because I don't know what it is, but maybe it's an ex-girlfriend who hates me. I don't know. Could be. Never know. But recently, which I never really brought up because, like I said, I don't want to give it the satisfaction. It made an account. So, for the first time, it actually had its own account. And the funny thing is, it's smart enough to, I guess, use measures. I had blocked the account when I realized what it was doing. And when it realized that the account was blocked, it made up a new account and came after me that way. Which is now blocked again. And now it's back to being anonymous. So, whatever. I know a lot of people in the community of a lot of things that have happened are just flat out sick of just all the BS, which I totally agree. But you know what? Everyone deals with things in their own way. A lot of my friends, they come over, they hang out, they're like, hey, you know what? let me see this whatever this is, and everyone's telling me like, oh, you should get a whole new channel, and just leave it in the dust. But usually when you do that, the person wins. If I turn around and I get rid of my channel, or if I go into another channel or something like that, it's kind of like I'm hiding, in a way, which is just not me. Because I don't really give enough of a rat's ass to do that. If I do decide to do another channel, it's because I want to do another channel, or I want to fix something or whatever. It's not because someone's going to run my ass off. And but yeah. Another little thing I was going to throw in there, a little tidbit, is like I said, I love this community. I love being a part of it. I'm happy to be here. I hope I'll be here a long time, as long as you guys and girls out there will have me. I love watching the videos. I try to catch up on them as much as I can, watch as many as I can. With comments, I have gotten better with comments. Sometimes you'll see sporadic comments from me. It's usually because I'm watching the video and I'll comment on a certain part, and then I'll watch the rest of it, obviously, and then comment. So I'm weird like that. I'll get an idea in my head. But the one thing that's interesting is the community. Like I said, it's amazing. I believe Hallermouse and Custom Bromstar said it, and Captain Cummings, that and DaCosta DC Comics, that the community's growing. A lot more people are coming into it, which is fine. You got to kind of go through the waves, I guess, and sort through things. To me, the community is like a red gummy bear. Everybody wants to be with the red gummy bear. Everybody. And inside the community, the red gummy bear, you have a whole bunch of different people. You have the green gummy bear. You have the see-through white gummy bear. The orange gummy bear. But then occasionally, you have the troll bear, which is the yellow, that nobody wants to be a part of. Nobody wants that yellow troll to be in the community. So what do you do when the yellow troll gets very close to the red bear? Well, one, you can get a troll buster, which is usually a dead kitty, or a cool guy. And when you get said troll buster, or you get said troll in the community, like most people say, you stomp them out. Problem solved. Sort of. But the only other problem is when you have one troll. Granted, they usually sleep under bridges by themselves, but they like to resurface. New trolls spot up, must be destroyed. New troll, destroyed. It's the way of the internet, I guess. The bottom line is, like I said, with this community, I really love being a part of this. It's a great place to be. There's a lot of great people on here, but it's also kind of like a beehive, man. You threaten one thing and everybody comes after you. So the bottom line is mainly be respectful of people, their stuff, their friends, their family, all sorts of stuff, all sorts of respect you have to throw out there. And when you throw out that kind of respect to people on here, the way this community is, you get it back. You definitely get it back. You get your respect thrown right back and say, hey, you know what? You're welcome to be here. Stick around. But if you're going to be a dick or a troll, get the fuck out. Nobody wants you around. You smell. You drag a club. You got bad hygiene. Stuff like that. And, you got to call it a day, man, because you're going to get stomped. And this has been an interesting video. I hope people have enjoyed it, at least the first part anyway, and then my rant kind of went a little haywire. But I wanted to throw that out there and just really thank everyone in the community that I do interact with. Actually, everyone in the community in general, but, you get the idea. I'm very thankful to be a part of this, and I really appreciate everyone out there wanting me to be in here, and I hope I didn't piss anybody off too much. But if I did, it happens. What are you going to do? You can make a video about it. Anyway, if you like what you see, hit the like button, comment away, subscribe if you really like, and It's not the size of your man cave that matters. It's what you have in it, and what I have in it is troll free. Later.